Welcome back, everyone. I know it doesn't feel like it today, being that I'm dressed in a long pants and a sweatshirt, and it's raining incredibly heavily. Hay season is here. In the next couple weeks, we plan to start cutting hay, but we can't. Why can't we cut hay, Gage?
It's too wet.
Okay, well, yeah, today it's too wet, but why else?
That's broken.
What's broken?
The gears.
What is this machine called? Can you tell everybody what it's called? Do you know what it's called?
No.
You don't know? All right. This is a John Deere 1360 mower conditioner. Do you know how it works? This is what we cut our hay with. So just like you see this turtle right here, there's actually like this one all the way across. There'll be one there, and one there. Anyways, all 6 of these turtles run in opposite directions so that they don't interfere with each other. And they're controlled by these idler gears is what I would call them. I don't know if that's the technical term, but anyways, these gears, so this gear right here spinning connects this end down here. Well, I think you can see, oh, right there. We have a couple of teeth missing here. There's a couple of teeth missing, yep, right there. There's another tooth missing right here. We have several teeth that are broke off and missing. Now, I don't know the exact cause of it. It's an older machine. I don't believe we hit anything. I don't think that Kevin hit anything when he was using it. I honestly think that it's just old and probably one of the teeth came off and it went through the machine, because as those gears rotate, eventually it's gonna push something down to another spot. Well, it probably broke teeth off over here, and then it pushed it down and broke more teeth off on down the line. What we do know is that we can fix it, and it's actually pretty simple to take apart. So Gage and I are gonna go ahead and pull it apart, and we're gonna pull that turtle off for sure, just to see if there's any teeth missing on it. It doesn't feel like it when I spin it because everything spins as it should and doesn't skip, but that doesn't mean it's not missing a tooth. Plus, we need to find the teeth that came off throughout here because we don't want to leave them in here. What'll happen if we leave them in here?
It'll cause it to break.
Yeah, it could break somewhere else. So at that point, we want to make sure that we're getting everything repaired correctly so we're not doing this again. You ready to get started?
Yeah.
You know what you're doing? Try it.
This was spinning.
No, it wasn't.
This.
Oh, okay. Go. Go. Remember, push down. And go ahead. I don't think that's gonna work. I have to come back to that one. Can you grab that? Okay. Can I have the bolt, please? Thank you. Oh God. See how much easier it is just to take it apart?
Yeah. Then put it together.
It's actually easier to put it together, but my point is that see how much since we've already got it most of the way apart, it makes sense for us to take it the rest of the way apart. It makes sense for us to take it the rest of the way apart to make sure that we don't have any other problems or anything like that. Perfect. Oh, you're blinding everybody. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not.
I might be able to see it.
In there, there's a little chunk of debris, which I am pretty sure is going to have our teeth in. Gage, can you grab that orange magnet? It's over there on top of the cutter bar. Do you want to see if you can get them?
Yeah. I want
All right. So, can you see? Push it straight in. A lot of metal shavings. I'm pretty sure that's our tooth right there. One of them. Found a tooth.
Found it?
Found one. There's more than one in there though, buddy. We're gonna have to take a pause for the cause because I'm sure you can see these two holes right here beside the main one where the bolt goes through. That's how you keep this bottom piece from spinning, and we don't have one. So we're either gonna have to find one or make one in order to take these other two gears off. We've got two left, all the other ones are out that needed to come out. We found, how many teeth did we find? Two? Okay, so we found two teeth. We cleaned up our magnet. We'll put it back down there again. And we did find one more gear, sorry, two more gears that do need to be replaced. So we went ahead and pulled them. They weren't bad, but one had just a little bit of a tooth missing. It's right here. This one had a little bit of a tooth missing. Oh, this is the little. This one had a lot of a tooth missing, and it actually had another bit missing. So if you look at this side, it doesn't look like it's missing, but this tooth right here has a big chunk missing. So Gage said that we should go ahead and replace it. Did you? So the master mechanic has spoken, and we're gonna listen to what he said. We do need to go pick up two gears. We'll hopefully find the spanner wrench. If we don't, we will make one, but that's not gonna happen tonight because it's late. It's 6 o'clock already and everywhere is closed. It's nearby. And the place that we get the parts from is closed. They don't open until tomorrow morning at 9. So that's unfortunate. We did rinse out the cutter bar. Any questions? Comments? Concerns? Complaints? Hopefully y'all can see well. Everything's been replaced. Probably saw that on the time lapse, or hopefully you could see that on the time lapse. The only thing that we haven't done now is started setting our our turtle hubs on. These are the turtle hubs. And basically,
These bolts right here are gonna hold it on, and hopefully you can also see there's a spacer. Oops. There's a solid metal spacer right there, and it has rubber O-rings on the top and bottom of it to keep oil from coming out of the bar when it's filled up. There we go. All right, so pretty simple process as far as putting it together. This will actually set in here like so, but I have to time it, and the timing of it isn't necessarily hard, but you can't see it, but there's a turtle right here behind you, and when it's going this way a long ways, let's say north-south, that means this one has to face east-west. Otherwise, they will interfere with each other. We don't want that. So what we'll do, take this out, move that to there, about right there, should be close. And we'll see what that gives us. Okay. Nope. I'm off by.
So from this side, hopefully you can see it well. This turtle, you want to make sure all your bolt holes are lined up. You can even put bolts in there if you would like, but for the most part, it's relatively simple to ensure. Same thing with this. I want to make sure that I'm lined up on my bolt holes, which I'm talking about the bolt holes that hold the hub down to the cutter bar. And then right here, so if I was to look at it straight on from this way, as long as that one is running north-south and this one is running east-west, that means that these two will never interfere with each other. So when this is spinning, right, see the relationship? They will never touch. And it'll be the same way all the way around. It's very important. If they do interfere, something is going to give. Whether it's a gear set, whether it's the end of a turtle, something has to give in order for that to be able to interfere. It's all done and back together, filled with oil. You can see that you can see that everything is actually in line, in time. So if I turn this, none of them are going to hit. They're all going the way they should. As you can see, hopefully you can see. It's not very bright. So all of them are in time as they should be. I do have I put a little bit of transmission fluid in there because it'll help clean the little bit of rust that did occur from this being open for a few days. It's been very humid here. It was warm. Now it's actually cold. It's like 45 degrees out, so it's not very pleasant out, but tomorrow it's supposed to be back up in the 70s, so not terrible to deal with. But anyways, the transmission fluid's in there. I also ran hydraulic fluid in there. I'll run it for about 10 minutes tomorrow, get all that running, and then I'll drain it out. Basically, I'm going to run it for about 15 minutes to get the fluid warm so it all drains out. Then we'll fill it with gear oil like it's supposed to have, and we should be ready for hay season. God willing, nothing else breaks. This was an honest mistake. Wasn't necessarily Keevan's fault, wasn't necessarily my fault. It was just age. There was teeth in there that probably had been in there for a while, floating around, and they just went through and started doing some damage. Now that all the teeth, well, the extra teeth that were floating around are gone and we've cleaned the bar out, that shouldn't be an issue anymore, hopefully. Still cheaper than buying a new one, so can't complain. No, I don't have the Rona. I do have a cold, I think. The head stopped up a little bit. Obviously, my nose is running. We'll be back in the morning, though. We'll get this fired up, and you can hear it run.